Hey, I'm Henry. I'm a lead editor here at RevelForms, and today in this tutorial I'll be showing you the process of editing a RevelForms video. In this example, I'll be using some interviews we shot with a surgical center out of Bozeman, Montana. The playbook for a RevelForms video is pretty straightforward. Anytime we head into a video shoot, we plan to interview a host who will kind of be the guide of the video, 3 experts, or at least 3 interviews around different procedures, programs, or products. So here's how that looks on my timeline. I have the host intro, in this case 3 expert interviews, and the host outro. So let's begin with the end in mind. Here's a look at a RevelForm embedded on a website. Here's our host. Then they get presented with the questions, and then the viewer is taken to that specific procedure. Okay, so now how does that happen? All you have to worry about is exporting in Premiere. After each interview, I've placed a motion graphics transition, which is free to all Revel partners, a background, and then the same motion graphics transition leading into the next interview. Here's the key. You can use whatever transition you'd like. It just needs at least 1 frame to be full frame. This is the glue that binds the sections. We use this full frame so on the development side, when the viewer selects the section that they'd like to go to, the developer can jump from that full frame to another full frame. So a user would select their procedure, say they choose wisdom teeth. The full frame transition shows, and then the video skips to that doctor. You repeat the transition, background, transition between every interview. Once the selected expert's interview is over, the video skips to the host's outro. This is where we have the host introduce the last section, the contact form. For this section, we often have them say something like, "Thank you so much for watching. Now that you know a little bit more about us, we'd love to know a little bit more about you." The video then transitions to another background, which is where the contact form will live. This process is exactly the same as the others, but because this is the last section, there is no need for a transition out of this background. Once the viewer fills out the contact form, the RevelForm is complete. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any further questions about the editing process for RevelForms, we're more than happy to share a screen with you and answer any of your questions.